Hey kid, welcome to KidTime StoryTime.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
It's a jungle out there.
Oh, it is a jungle. Or is it a jungle gym? Wah, wah, wah. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? You coming? Well, let's go then. Do you have your comfortable shoes on and your play clothes? Because this is that kind of a story. One morning, in the middle of an old empty lot, something new sprouted up in the oddest of spots. Oh, look at that. We're in the big city. That looks like the big NYC to me. And all these tall buildings and this one empty lot just crying out to be filled with something. To surprise all the children who had nowhere to play, the grown-ups had gotten together and worked away with hammers and saws and big blocks of wood to make a new playground for the whole neighborhood. Oh man, they're excited. Oh, I'm excited too. Look at that. You got the swings, you got the slide, and you got this bridge thing and these monkey bars with a climbing party. Oh yeah, this is good. There were swings to swing on and a slide to slide down and bars set up for the children to monkey around. Oh, that would explain the appearance of somebody. In the middle, a bridge as long as a bus. All a gift to the children from the grown-ups. Hey, thank you very much.
Let's pretend it's a fort way up in a tree, said one of the children, and the others agreed.
So off they all ran and climbed up each limb of their very own overgrown jungle gym. I know, it's very exciting. There were vines to swing on and trunks to slide down and branches for little monkeys to hang upside down. In the middle, a nest that the children could see must belong to a bird as big as a tree. So all day they played, as children will do, like grown-ups once did before they all grew. But the grown-ups were worried. Grown-ups are worriers. They're being so wild. You're gonna get hurt. Each one yelled to their child. It's those bars, they decided. There's nothing below. What were we thinking? They'll just have to go. That's just what they did. And the very next day, when they took all the kids to the playground to play, poof, there and gone. There and gone. The children just stood there and blinked in the sun and wondered where the branches of their jungle had gone. There were still swings to swing on and a slide to slide down, and the bridge was still there, but the bars weren't around. And they look perplexed, which is a big word for confused, which is a medium word for what? Let's imagine a castle, and their king is in need, said one of the children, and the others absolutely agreed. So they rushed to their castle, which was under attack from witches and wizards and monsters like that. There were dragons to swoop on and towers to slide down and a drawbridge so the knights could ride into town. The jungle was gone, but they had fun just the same because saving the day is a very fine game. I personally love it. And the children all played as children will do, like grown-ups once did before, they all grew. Look at that, we have the princess here, and she's like, ah! And the knights are all like, we'll save you, and then the wizard's like, I'll do magic, and then this guy's like, I've got my eye on the witch, dragon, fire breather, thingamabob, and she's like, I'll get you, my pretties. Yet, the grown-ups weren't happy, and in no time at all, they noticed another way that the children could fall. Oh, you bunch of worrywarts. One of them pointed, I'm thinking that probably those swings are too fast and too high and too wobbly. Why must the children swing so high off the ground? A playground is no place for fooling around. Well, actually, before the kids could explain about the castles and kings, the grown-ups huffed and they puffed and they took down the swings? What? There, and then it's gone. It's there and it's gone. Well, now a bridge, a slide, and a whole bunch of space are all that remained of the children's place. Well, the children knew right away that they must all think fast to come up with a way for their playtime to last. Like, we're in trouble, y'all. I think they're getting rid of everything. Why did they even do it in the first place? How do we stop them? They're being really unreasonable right now. How do we find a reasonable way to allay their fears and continue to play on our new playground? Now that Timmy's always thinking.
A volcano! That's it! And we're stuck on the ledge, and the only way across is the shaky old bridge.
But the lava is rising, so we all better hurry, or the grown-ups may find a new way to worry. Then suddenly there was a rumbling somewhere below. But it wasn't the lava in the volcano. Oh, it was the grown-ups. Oh no, who were running and yelling in anger. Now they're running and yelling. Do they not know the danger? We must put an end to this once and for all to protect all the children. They're so fragile and small. But this time, the grown-ups just couldn't decide about which one was worse, the bridge or the slide. You can't run on a slide, and running's the problem. Unless, said another, they start up from the bottom.
Besides, look at that bridge. It's bound to break first.
There's no way, said the rest. The slide's built the worst. Well, the grown-ups decided just what to remove. The children huddled together to plan their next move.
Bridges go over water and are easy to tip. So if they leave the bridge behind, we can play pirate ship. Arr! And speaking of water and slippery rides, we can play waterfall if they don't slack the slide.
But the sun started setting, and the playground grew dim, and the chance of a decision by the grown-ups seemed slim, when all of a sudden, from above the commotion, a voice shouted, "Look!" And it shook with emotion. They spun around fast and could see right away what was surely the cause of the shouters' dismay. Right there, standing at the top of the stairs to the slide, was a little old lady with a cane at her side. She appeared like a magic wizard. She was so grown, she wasn't a grown-up at all, but all the way down and had begun to grow small. What? This time the children were the first ones to call, "What if she fell? She's so fragile and small." But it was too late. She just went right ahead, slid down as a flash. Then at the bottom, she said,
"Now that it's quiet and I have your attention,"
yes, you do,
"there's something important that I wanted to mention."
"Well, we are all ears, Grandma."
"You may all be grown, but I watched you grow up, run and have fun, fall down, but get up. Let children be children, and they'll learn as they go. Give them love and affection. Teach them all that you know. Let their imaginations run free and have room to expand, and they'll become better grown-ups than you could ever have planned."
Then she winked at the children.
Ding. "Now behave, little ones."
And she turned down the street and walked off into the sun. The children and grown-ups both looked at each other, then smiled and laughed and hugged one another. Everyone headed home, but the very next day, they returned once again to the playground to play. This time around, they all worked together to build a new playground that was better than ever. Look at that. The bars are back and the swings are back. And now we even have a sandbox and a seesaw, and we're planting, so there's going to be a garden area. There were monkeys and knights and explorers galore, and rafting down rivers with pirates ashore. All day they played and knew just what to do. Be safe and have fun. So the grown-ups can too. Whoa! So now the equipment is sturdier so that the parents feel safe and secure, and they can even have fun. The end. And there goes the magical, mystical, wise woman of the city. And thanks to her, the city remains
a jungle out there.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
In case you don't speak monkey,
which they probably don't.
She said to come back for every adventure on KidTime StoryTime and smash that subscribe button. Because that way, I just wanted to say that because it sounds really cool.
It did sound kind of cool. Smash that subscribe button. Okay, maybe it didn't sound so cool coming from me. See you next time, kid, on KidTime StoryTime, where it's always a jungle in here.